Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today is update day for Gran Turismo 7. So update 1.23 is almost here. It's still currently in server maintenance, but I'm here to basically read out the patch notes. So let's get into it. So the main features implemented, it says number 1, cars, and it says the following 3 new cars have been added. The Nissan Silvia K's Type S S14 1994, purchasable at the Legends dealer from the 29th of September. Now I'm a bit surprised that's basically classed as a legendary car. I was going to assume it would be a used car, but no, according to this, it's a legendary car when, you know, other cars like the Skylines and such are not. And obviously they're kind of in the same, you know, sort of year bracket. Some of them, it's a little weird to see that going into the Legends dealer and not the used car dealer. Then the other 2 they've added, which are available today, is the Porsche Vgt Spider, the one that we've all seen the screenshots of before even any mention of 1.23 was around. And then the Volkswagen IDR 19. Next up, Cafe. It says the following menu book has been added. Menu book 45, the Silvia Sisters. You need collectors at level 27 and above. And then there's 2 extra menus have been added. So we've got extra menu number 8, collection Corvette level 20 and above. And extra menu number 9, collection mid-engine Porsche collector level 45 and above. So a bit disappointing for those of us that kind of like going through new cafe menus on release. So there's only one of them, and it's based around the Silvia by the look of it. There's a couple of extras, which is the Corvette and the Porsche. I'm going to assume most people will have them ready to just, you know, dive in and complete straight away. So a bit disappointing in terms of sort of, you know, new single player content. However, when you go on to the next point, it says World Circuits. The following new events have been added to World Circuits, and it says Silvia Sisters, Willow Springs International Raceway, Streets of Willow Springs, Tsukuba Circuit, and Deep Forest Raceway Reverse. Then we have some extra bullet points. It says Japanese FR Challenge 450. So I'm going to assume that's for slower cars. So that's actually a new event separate from the menus by the look of it. It says Autopolis International Racing Course, so that's where it is set. And then American Clubman Cup 700 at Trial Mountain Circuit. So again, another one separate from sort of the cafe menu events that we're getting. However, the big one that could possibly be a grinding event for those that kind of like the higher payouts, there's another little one at the bottom that says World Touring Car 800 Tokyo Expressway East Clockwise. So that could possibly be a grinding event, and it does appear after completing the GT World Series, which is menu book 39. Still, in my opinion, a little bit light on the sort of the events that are coming, but it is nice to see a few different ones that are separate to the menu book. Then we have Scapes, California 2 and Tokyo 2 locations added. So if you like Scapes, there is 2 new ones. I'm not going to complain about that. Livery Editor added 6 Mazda Spirit Racing logo decals. These can be selected in Livery Editor when the current car is a Mazda. So, you know, if you wanted to make liveries for Mazdas, so, you know, it's pretty cool. Other improvements and adjustments: 1 lobby meeting place and sport. It says improved network connectivity, hopefully, because obviously I host my own lobbies with fans and stuff, so that should be good. Fixed an issue wherein the car would not move if stopped using the handbrake in the pit lane during a practice on Catalunya Rallycross. That kind of just is what it is. Fix an issue wherein my record time displayed during a race will be incorrect in online time trial. I've not come across that one myself. The cursor will move to exit when pressing the cancel button in a quick menu. When selecting exit, the dialogue "Do you want to quit?" will be now displayed. Race screen. Fixed an issue wherein the refueling indicator will be incorrect in races with fuel consumption enabled. So that's a bit of a big one, because if you do the longer events, usually the fuel indicator is very much off. Next is License Center. Fix an issue wherein the ghost car will be positioned in a different starting position to the player if display demonstration ghost was turned on in license S8 and S10. I'm pretty sure most people at this point are pretty much done with the licenses, but that is what it is. Then we have at number 4, car settings. changed the calculation of the performance points in car settings so that the measurements are taken with stock differential gear and suspension settings. So that is probably going to be a bunch of cars like the Tomahawk and such patched. More than likely we'll all find ways around it. So there will probably be newer cars turning up to be good at grinding, I guess. 6 is steering controllers. Added support for the Logitech G Pro racing wheel, which is awesome. If you don't know, that's the new Logitech wheel. So that's good to see that they're still supporting new wheels. Added a button configuration menu for the Fanatec. Podium in options dash, and then it just says controllers. Added the ability to connect to different shifter from the one currently being used for Fanatec steering controllers. Added rotary encoder support for Fanatec steering controllers models which feature rotary encoders such as Club Sport steering wheel Formula V2 can be used. And then 7, it just says various other issues have been addressed. Thank you for your continued support, and please continue to enjoy Gran Turismo 7. So that is the patch notes for all of 1.23. And I don't know, I'm kind of hit and miss with this one. Now, it seems like, you know, the cars I'm not the biggest fan of. I'm not going to lie, there's obviously like, what, 2 electric cars there. Then we have the Sylvia, which isn't available till tomorrow. Again, the weird decision to put it in the Legends when stuff like Skylines, RX-7s and such are not in the Legends just seems a bit weird. I was just going to assume that would be a used car with a bit of an overinflated price. So yeah, that kind of just is what it is, sort of thing. Awesome to see the S14 in, by the way. I know a lot of people are complaining saying there's too many anyway, but you know, personally I do like my Sylvias, so that's all cool for me. In terms of the events, well, to be honest, I do quite seem to, you know, like the idea of them if they are what I think they are. I have a feeling that 800 may be a longer event. That always seems to be, you know, like Spa and Sardinia. So hopefully that will be a place or a new place for people to start grinding money at. So, you know, that is a positive. In terms of the other couple of events that sort of aren't linked to the cafe menus, do you know what? Yeah, I mean, I'm all down for that. You know, there seems to be around about 6-7 new races, and they're all at different tracks. So for me, that instantly puts this update above, what, 1.20, which to me was just the most disappointing update. I wasn't very hyped for this when I saw the trailer yesterday. However, you know, cars aside and some of the quality of life and such, yeah, I'm all for, you know, more events. That's kind of what we all wanted. Still not quite enough, you know, it can't be that difficult to kind of just program an event in tracks that are already in the game, but you know, I'll take it. It's a step in the right direction, but overall I can't say I'm, you know, absolutely hyped for, you know, update 1.23. It's just kind of one of those updates that's there for me, I guess a bit like 1.20 was, but not quite on that low level, if I'm being honest. So that's going to be it for today's video. Well, I say today's video, I will probably be covering 1.23 all day, but that's going to be it for the patch notes for update 1.23. Hopefully we can all jump in and at least try and find some fun with it. I know the community is at a bit of a low point at the minute, but it is what it is. It's a new update. It's time to dive back into Gran Turismo 7, so I will see you all later on. Take care, guys. Peace.